Hello and welcome to Deep Dive from SmartBookWorms, where we dive deep into recently released books from authors you love to read. I'm Martina, your virtual book guru host for today's show. Join me and Kris Stopher, my co-presenter and fellow virtual book guru, as we dive deep into recently released books from authors you love to read. In today's episode, we'll be diving deep into a deep dive for this week's latest new book releases that will be hitting the bookshelves near you in the coming hours. So let's dive deep into today's deep dive, our top 5 book picks for the week, Tuesday, 19th November.
Part 1. Highlights of our top 5 picks. This week we have a fantastic haul of both fiction and non-fiction from which to discuss. There's bound to be something that whets your appetite. First of our picks outlines the journey of Cher, a renowned singer and actress from her early life in poverty to her rise to international stardom. The second is also a non-fiction autobiography that explores the post-presidency life of Bill Clinton, highlighting his dedication to public service and philanthropy through various initiatives. In at number 3 is a novel that follows the adventures of Stephanie Plum, a bail bondswoman in Trenton, New Jersey, as she navigates her chaotic personal life and professional challenges. Our fourth pick of the week dives into the mysterious world of The City and Its Uncertain Walls by Haruki Murakami, a novel that explores themes of memory, reality, and identity. Finally, book number 5 recounts the challenges faced by Dahlia Johnson de Beaumont, a Parisian perfume mogul, during a business trip to California, where she encounters a devastating wildfire and a complex legal battle.
Book 1, Cher's Path to Stardom, a summary. Cher's memoir recounts her extraordinary journey from poverty to international stardom. Born Sherilyn Sarkeesian to Jackie Jean, a struggling actress and singer, and Johnny, a man who would disappear from her life, Cher's early years were marked by instability and hardship. Cher's love for music developed early, watching her mother perform in bars and on the radio. She yearned to be like Shirley Temple, a child star earning a fortune. Though her grandfather Roy, Jackie Jean's father, moved them to Hollywood to pursue stardom, they faced financial struggles and prejudice as Okies. Jackie Jean found work as a waitress and singer, while Cher attended various schools and honed her singing talents in amateur contests. Despite facing hardship and family neglect, she excelled academically, harboring dreams of a scholarship and a return to Los Angeles. However, life took an unexpected turn when, at 18, Jackie Jean became pregnant with Cher. Facing financial difficulties and Johnny's absence, she placed Cher in a Catholic orphanage. The experience deeply impacted Cher, inspiring her song, Sisters of Mercy, years later. Jackie Jean married Chris Alcaide, her second husband, who embraced Cher as his own. Cher's love for music continued to blossom, fueled by trips to Hollywood Boulevard, movies like Cinderella, and her mother's encouragement. A move to Texas exposed Cher to a more diverse community, where she stood out as a performer. Back in Los Angeles, Jackie Jean, now going by Georgia Pelham, pursued acting but refused to compromise her values for career advancement. Cher faced the challenges of her mother's financial struggles and the demands of a sexist Hollywood system. Despite the difficulties, she developed a close bond with her mother's friend Jake and her son Kevin, while continuing to express herself through performance and embrace her love for music. A chance encounter with Sonny Bono at Aldo's coffee shop in 1962 marked a turning point in Cher's life. Drawn to his charisma and talent, she began a relationship with him, marking the beginning of their professional and personal partnership. Sonny's connections in the music industry provided Cher with opportunities to sing backup at Gold Star Studios for artists like Darlene Love and the Ronettes. However, she faced challenges working for free and dealing with her mother's skepticism about her budding music career. The release of Baby Don't Go in 1964 solidified Sonny and Cher's musical identity. Through strategic promotion and grassroots efforts, they achieved regional success and embarked on their first trip to London, where they were met with unexpected fame and acceptance. This period marked the beginning of their whirlwind journey to international stardom. As their popularity soared, Cher juggled the demands of fame, touring, and her personal life. She also explored her passion for fashion design, creating a successful clothing line for Gordon and Marks. However, the challenges of constant touring and Sonny's controlling nature began to take their toll on their relationship. Despite the growing tensions, their career continued to flourish, including memorable performances for Jacqueline Kennedy and Princess Margaret. Cher's unique style caught the attention of fashion icon Diana Vreeland, leading to a Vogue photo shoot with Richard Avedon and solidifying her status as a fashion trailblazer. Cher's personal life took another turn with the birth of her daughter Chastity Sun in 1969. Balancing motherhood with their demanding careers, Cher and Sonny rebuilt their connection amidst financial difficulties and the challenges of raising a child on the road. Their comeback culminated in the success of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, a show that redefined their image and showcased their comedic talents. Cher's solo career blossomed alongside the show's success, with hits like Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves earning her critical acclaim. However, their personal relationship continued to deteriorate, leading to a separation and Cher's pursuit of her acting ambitions. Encouraged by Rosalind Russell's belief in her talent, Cher navigated the complexities of her separation from Sonny while forging new paths in her personal and professional life. Cher's whirlwind romance with David Geffen provided support and guidance during her divorce from Sonny. David helped her understand the inequalities in her contract with Sonny and encouraged her to seek legal counsel, ultimately securing her a solo show on NBC. Cher's resilience and talent shone through as she embraced her newfound independence. She continued to collaborate with Bob Mackie, evolving her style and pushing boundaries, while navigating the challenges of single motherhood and a demanding work schedule. She remained true to her authentic self, captivating audiences with her charisma and talent. Following her divorce from Sonny, Cher continued to pursue her passions for music and performance, starring in her own show, exploring new musical genres, and navigating the complexities of her personal life. She continued to break barriers, hosting The Cher Show and showcasing her comedic talents alongside legendary guests like David Bowie and Tina Turner. Cher's personal life took another unexpected turn with her pregnancy and subsequent marriage to Greg Allman. Amidst the chaos of her personal life, she managed to negotiate a groundbreaking deal with CBS, returning to television with Sonny in a show that captivated audiences with its unconventional premise. Despite the challenges of co-parenting, a demanding work schedule, and navigating two marriages, Cher remained dedicated to her children and her career. The final chapter of The First Time chronicles Cher's journey as she embraced new opportunities and redefined her identity. After her separation from Greg Allman, she focused on her solo career, experimenting with rock music and collaborating with Gene Simmons. She continued to support her mother's entrepreneurial aspirations and champion her daughter's individuality. Cher's determination to succeed as a solo artist culminated in a successful residency in Las Vegas. She persevered through technical difficulties and stage fright, drawing on her comedic talents and captivating audiences with her resilience and charisma. Cher found joy in her work and the camaraderie of her team, sharing unforgettable experiences and navigating the ups and downs of life in the spotlight. Despite her success, Cher yearned for more, seeking fulfillment in acting and seeking guidance from friends like Francis Ford Coppola. His encouragement to embrace her potential and pursue her dreams echoed the affirmations she had received throughout her life, reinforcing her belief in herself and her unwavering determination to make her mark on the world. Cher's memoir. The First Time offers a captivating glimpse into her extraordinary life, highlighting her resilience, talent, and unwavering pursuit of her dreams. It is a testament to her enduring spirit and her ability to overcome adversity, ultimately achieving iconic status as a singer, actress, and fashion icon.
Book 2, A Citizen. Again, Bill Clinton's post-presidency. Bill Clinton's Citizen chronicles his multifaceted life after leaving the White House, highlighting his commitment to public service, philanthropy, and family. The book begins with his transition to private life, marked by a sense of displacement and the need to find purpose beyond the presidency. Clinton's post-presidential journey takes him across the globe, responding to natural disasters, addressing global health challenges, and promoting economic development. He recounts his experience as the UN Special Envoy for Tsunami Relief, coordinating efforts in countries like Indonesia, Sri Lanka, and Thailand. He describes the devastation firsthand, emphasizing the resilience of the affected communities and the importance of international cooperation. A central theme in Citizen is Clinton's dedication to improving healthcare in developing countries. He recounts the founding of the Clinton Health Access Initiative, CHAI, initially focused on combating HIV/AIDS by negotiating lower prices for life-saving medications. He shares stories of individuals whose lives were transformed by access to treatment, illustrating the impact of CHAI's work. Clinton also highlights the importance of partnerships in addressing global health challenges, citing collaborations with organizations like the Global Fund to Fight AIDS, TB, and Malaria, and PEPFAR. Clinton emphasizes the role of the Clinton Global Initiative, CGI, in fostering collaboration and innovation in philanthropy. He describes the unique model of CGI, where participants make concrete commitments to address global challenges, ranging from poverty and disease to climate change and education. He recounts inspiring stories of individuals and organizations making a difference through CGI, demonstrating the power of collective action. Clinton reflects on his efforts to address economic disparities both domestically and internationally. He highlights the success of the Clinton-Hunter Development Initiative, CHDI, in empowering smallholder farmers in Africa, promoting sustainable agricultural practices, and improving market access. He also recounts his work with Acceso, an organization focused on supporting small-scale farmers in Latin America, illustrating the potential for transformative change through entrepreneurship. Interwoven throughout Citizen are personal reflections on family life, friendships, and the challenges of navigating a post-presidential world. Clinton shares anecdotes about his wife, Hillary, and daughter, Chelsea, highlighting their shared commitment to public service and their unwavering support. He also recounts the loss of close friends, like Paul Farmer, emphasizing their enduring impact on his life and work. Clinton offers insights into the evolving political landscape, commenting on key events and trends that shaped the US and the world during his post-presidency. He recounts his experiences campaigning for Democratic candidates, including John Kerry and Barack Obama, providing behind-the-scenes glimpses of pivotal elections. He also addresses controversies and criticisms directed at him and his foundation, defending his record and emphasizing the importance of transparency and accountability. Clinton concludes Citizen with a call to action, urging readers to engage in public service and to strive for a more just and equitable world. He emphasizes the power of individuals to make a difference, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. He reflects on his own journey, acknowledging both successes and setbacks, and expressing his enduring belief in the potential for progress through collaboration, innovation, and unwavering commitment to the common good. Citizen provides a comprehensive account of Bill Clinton's post-presidential life, highlighting his dedication to public service, his passion for addressing global challenges, and his enduring belief in the power of collective action. Through personal anecdotes, historical insights, and inspiring stories, Clinton paints a portrait of a citizen committed to making a difference in the world.
Book 3, Stephanie Plum's Chaotic Life in Trenton, a summary of Now or Never. Now or Never plunges readers into the chaotic world of Stephanie Plum, a bail bondswoman navigating a hilarious series of personal and professional dilemmas in Trenton, New Jersey. The story kicks off with Stephanie facing a relationship crisis, being engaged to two very different men, the dark and dangerous Ranger and the hot and handsome Joe Morelli. This precarious situation is compounded by the possibility of an unplanned pregnancy, adding another layer of uncertainty to her already complicated life. Stephanie's work as a fugitive apprehension agent for her cousin Vinny's bail bonds business forms the backbone of the narrative. She, along with her larger-than-life partner Lula, a former hoe-turned-file clerk, chase down a colorful cast of FTAs, failure to appear. These range from the harmless Eugene, a young man who missed his court date for indecent exposure in a supermarket, to the more menacing Bruno Jug, a notorious mobster rumored to be involved in various criminal activities. Stephanie's pursuit of Bruno Jug becomes intertwined with the hunt for a mysterious vampire, Zoran, who is accused of biting a woman and attempting to drink her blood. The case takes a dark turn when a dead body is discovered in Zoran's laundromat, and he disappears, leaving Stephanie and Lula to piece together the clues. The vampire storyline adds a supernatural element to the typical crime-solving narrative, and Stephanie's skepticism about Zoran's true nature clashes with Lula's unwavering belief in vampires. Despite her initial doubts, Stephanie is forced to confront the possibility that Zoran is not only a real vampire, but also a serial killer, as she uncovers a series of disappearances and deaths connected to him. As Stephanie juggles her personal and professional life, she faces constant obstacles and hilarious situations. Her apartment is evicted, she encounters a persistent admirer named Herbert, who showers her with unwanted gifts and attention, and she grapples with her own insecurities about motherhood and commitment. The narrative unfolds through Stephanie's first-person narration, providing an intimate and humorous perspective on her chaotic life. The fast-paced plot is driven by her relentless pursuit of FTAs, her investigation into Zoran's crimes, and her attempts to navigate her relationships with Ranger and Morelli. The novel is filled with witty dialogue, quirky characters, and over-the-top situations, making it a light-hearted and entertaining read. The interplay between Stephanie and Lula provides much of the humor, as their contrasting personalities and perspectives clash in hilarious ways. Stephanie's relationship with Ranger is characterized by its intense passion and unspoken understanding. Despite their limited communication, their connection is undeniable, and their encounters are charged with sexual tension. Ranger's enigmatic nature and his demanding job often leave Stephanie feeling frustrated and uncertain about their future together. In contrast, Stephanie's relationship with Morelli is more grounded and familiar. They share a history and a comfortable rapport, but their relationship is often marked by playful banter and occasional conflicts. Morelli's concern for Stephanie's safety and his frustration with her dangerous job create tension between them. Stephanie's pursuit of Zoran leads her on a wild goose chase across New Jersey and Long Island. She relies on her intuition, her connections in the criminal underworld, and her unorthodox methods to track down the elusive vampire. Along the way, she encounters a cast of colorful characters, including Zoran's eccentric family members, a helpful bartender named Goofy, and a team of rangeman security specialists who assist in her investigation. The climax of the story sees Stephanie confronting Zoran in a dramatic showdown, culminating in her using her quick thinking and unconventional tactics to apprehend the dangerous vampire. The resolution brings closure to the vampire storyline and allows Stephanie to finally prioritize her personal life. In the final chapters of the book, Stephanie attends her Aunt Stella's 80th birthday party, investigates a new murder scene with Morelli, and makes a decision about her future. She ultimately chooses to marry Morelli, opting for the stability and familiarity of their relationship over the unpredictable passion she shares with Ranger. Now or Never ends with Stephanie embarking on a new chapter in her life, married to Morelli, and contemplating a future that may or may not include children. The book leaves readers with a sense that Stephanie's chaotic life in Trenton will continue, filled with laughter, danger, and unpredictable adventures.
Book 4. Summary of the City and Its Uncertain Walls. The City and Its Uncertain Walls is a novel by Haruki Murakami that explores themes of memory, reality, and the search for identity. The story unfolds through multiple narratives, dreams, and memories, creating a complex and multifaceted exploration of consciousness. The novel centers around an unnamed protagonist who becomes fascinated by a mysterious town surrounded by a high wall. This town is first introduced as a childhood memory, shared with a girl the protagonist was in love with. She describes the town in detail, with its single gate guarded by a gatekeeper, a river flowing through it, and mythical beasts called unicorns. The protagonist becomes obsessed with finding this town, believing it holds the key to finding his true self. The narrative shifts between the protagonist's present life and his experiences in the walled town, blurring the lines between reality and dreams. In the present, the protagonist lives a mundane life, working at a library in Tokyo. He feels a sense of emptiness and longs to escape the monotony of his existence. This desire leads him to seek out the walled town, which he eventually finds through a mysterious hole. Inside the town, the protagonist takes on the role of the dream reader, tasked with calming and eliminating old dreams. He meets the girl he knew from his childhood, but she doesn't remember him. He learns that the town has strict rules, including the separation of bodies and shadows. The protagonist's shadow is confined to a cabin outside the town and is slowly dying. The protagonist's experiences in the walled town challenge his understanding of reality and his own identity. He grapples with the town's contradictions, the nature of dreams, and the possibility that the town is a metaphor for consciousness itself. The town's residents believe they are real, while their shadows have been banished to the outside world. However, the protagonist's shadow suggests it might be the other way around, with the outside world representing true reality. The novel explores the power of memory and its role in shaping our understanding of the world. The protagonist's memories of the town are vivid and detailed, but he questions their validity. He wonders if the town is real or merely a figment of his imagination. The novel suggests that memories can be both powerful and unreliable, shaping our perceptions of the world while potentially distorting the truth. The protagonist's relationship with his shadow is central to the novel's exploration of identity. The shadow represents a darker, more primal aspect of the protagonist's self. It challenges his assumptions and forces him to confront his fears. The novel suggests that we all have hidden depths and that accepting our shadows is essential for wholeness. The novel concludes with the protagonist returning to the outside world, unsure if his experiences in the walled town were real or a dream. He carries with him the memories of the town and the girl, questioning the nature of reality and the search for meaning in a world filled with uncertainty. The novel's title, The City and Its Uncertain Walls, reflects the ambiguity and fluidity of reality. The wall surrounding the town represents the boundaries of consciousness, which can be both permeable and impenetrable. The protagonist's journey through the town is a metaphorical exploration of the inner workings of the mind, where dreams and reality intertwine, and the search for identity is an ongoing process. The book offers specific details about the town and its inhabitants. The high wall is described as being made of hard bricks, impenetrable and unyielding. The town is meticulously mapped out, with descriptions of its layout, river, bridges, and the eerie pool where the river ends. The unicorns are depicted as taciturn creatures with sharp horns that feed on special trees found only within the town. The gatekeeper is a formidable figure who strictly controls access to the town, allowing only those without shadows to enter and those with shadows to leave. The novel uses vivid imagery and dreamlike sequences to create a sense of mystery and wonder. The protagonist's encounters with the girl, the gatekeeper, and his shadow are often surreal and unsettling, leaving the reader questioning the nature of reality. The novel's exploration of dreams, memory, and the unconscious mind echoes the works of other writers like Jorge Luis Borges and Franz Kafka, who similarly explored the boundaries of perception and the elusive nature of truth.
Book 5, A Parisian Perfume Mogul's Trial by Fire in California, a summary of Danielle Steele's novel. Trial by Fire, by Danielle Steele, follows Dahlia Johnson de Beaumont, CEO of a prestigious Parisian perfume company, as she confronts a series of unexpected and life-altering challenges during a business trip to California. The novel explores themes of love, loss, resilience, and the unexpected turns life can take. Dahlia's journey begins with a visit to Napa Valley, where she plans to attend a series of business meetings and site visits. However, her trip takes a dramatic turn when a devastating wildfire erupts in the region, forcing her to confront the fragility of life and the power of nature. Witnessing the destruction firsthand, Dahlia is deeply affected by the plight of the fire's victims, both human and animal. Driven by a desire to help, Dahlia volunteers at a makeshift animal rescue center, demonstrating her compassion and willingness to go beyond her usual duties. Here, she meets Jeff Allen, a dedicated veterinarian who runs the shelter, and Mark Hamilton, a corporate lawyer who also volunteers his time. Their shared experience at the rescue center forms an unexpected bond between them. As the fires rage on and the air quality deteriorates, Dahlia is forced to remain in San Francisco, delaying her planned travel to Los Angeles and Dallas. During her extended stay, she continues to volunteer at the animal shelter, finding solace in helping those in need. This experience underscores her empathy and highlights her inner strength as she navigates the chaotic situation. The novel takes another dramatic turn when Dahlia is involved in a multi-car accident while driving back to San Francisco from the shelter. The accident, exacerbated by dense smoke from the wildfires, results in serious injuries for Dahlia and the death of the truck driver who rear-ended her vehicle. This tragic event plunges Dahlia into a legal nightmare, forcing her to confront the complexities of the American legal system. Dahlia finds herself facing potential criminal charges and a civil lawsuit filed by the driver of the car she collided with, Marilyn Nicasio. Frightened and alone in a foreign legal system, Dahlia reaches out to Mark Hamilton, the lawyer she met at the animal shelter, for help. Mark, drawn to Dahlia's strength and vulnerability, agrees to represent her, showcasing his own compassion and willingness to go beyond his usual corporate law practice. As Mark investigates the accident and prepares for Dahlia's legal defense, he uncovers evidence that Marilyn Nicasio is exploiting the situation for financial gain. Nicasio's claims of severe injuries and emotional distress are contradicted by evidence of her active lifestyle and continued employment. Mark's suspicions of fraud are confirmed by a private investigator, Harry, who uncovers Nicasio's true motives and exposes her fabricated claims. The novel builds towards a climax as the mediation hearing and the trial date approach, highlighting the high stakes involved for both Dahlia and Marilyn Nicasio. Dahlia's personal life is further complicated by her daughter Alex's impending wedding, which has to be postponed due to Dahlia's legal obligations. The tension between Dahlia and Alex adds another layer of emotional turmoil to Dahlia's already challenging situation. The resolution of the legal drama comes swiftly and decisively when Mark confronts Nicasio's lawyer with the evidence of her fraud. Faced with the possibility of criminal charges and a countersuit, Nicasio's lawyer agrees to a minimal settlement, effectively ending the lawsuit and clearing Dahlia of any wrongdoing. This victory underscores the power of truth and the importance of seeking justice. The novel concludes with Dahlia returning to Paris, having faced and overcome a series of trials by fire. The experience has left her physically and emotionally scarred, but also strengthened her resolve and deepened her appreciation for life and love. The challenges she faced in California have also forced her to confront her own vulnerabilities and the complexities of her relationships with her children and Philippe, her married lover. Trial by Fire is a story of resilience and the unexpected bonds forged in the face of adversity. Dahlia's journey highlights the importance of compassion, courage, and the willingness to stand up for what is right. The novel also explores the complexities of family relationships and the challenges of balancing personal and professional obligations. Through Dahlia's experience, Steele reminds readers that even in the darkest of times, hope and love can prevail. Part 7, Wrap Up. And there you have it. Our pick of the week for Tuesday, 19th November. Will you read any? If so, drop a comment below and let us know which one takes your fancy. We really do like to know what your reading habits are. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more book deep dives, and share this video with your fellow book lovers. And until next time on Deep Dive with Smart Bookworms, keep reading, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next one.